Have you ever noticed how two people can live through the same history and one of them sees oppression while the other swears it never happened? There's a reason for that, and this story shows it clearly. My name is Noreen, and this is Real Africa Stories. I want to show you something that still shapes South Africa today. When people say they never saw oppression during apartheid, it tells us more about where they stood in the system, not whether oppression existed. So a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, comments from Elon Musk's father sparked debate. He claimed he didn't see oppression under apartheid. He even suggested Black South Africans were treated well because they were given work and fed. Those words travelled far, but the truth behind them reveals something far deeper than one interview. Many people feel confused when they hear someone deny oppression. They felt the same way I did, until I looked closely at how apartheid was built. And what I found was this. The system was designed so white families never had to see the cruelty that held it together. During apartheid, 90% of the country's land was reserved for white people. Black South Africans were forced into homelands far from the cities, far from the beaches, far from the places white families lived. Past laws controlled their movement. Families were separated. Homes were demolished. Yet, if you lived in a secure white suburb, you didn't witness this daily reality. You only saw the world arranged for your comfort. And here is where the story becomes important for all of us. When someone with privilege says, "I never saw it," it sounds like proof that oppression didn't happen. But in South Africa, the absence of evidence in white spaces wasn't a sign of fairness. It was evidence that the system worked exactly as planned. Across the world, similar narratives appear in conversations about colonization, segregation. When a system hides its brutality, generations grow up protected from the truth. Yet the people who lived through it carry the evidence in their families, their memories, and their scars. So when these comments resurfaced, it reminded me of something I want you to think about. Whose version of history did you grow up hearing? And whose version was missing? Tell me in the comments. Which part of apartheid's history do you think the world still hasn't understood? This is the Africa You're Not Shown. I'm here to show you.